It's Trailer Wednesday here on the Movie Pope Show. Let's join our hosts, Lee Suchek and Luca Suon, as they take a look at this week's trailer and offer their 2 cents. So, put one hand against another and welcome the world's 4th and 5th most pedantic persons.
So, Lee, how big of a fan are you of the show Stranger Things?
I enjoyed it. I think I'm with a lot of people that the tail end of it, especially the last season, left much to be desired. So enjoyed it up until it started to not really work well.
Did you did you enjoy the aesthetic, the 1980s retro nostalgia?
Yeah, it had a cool vibe. Yeah, it had a cool vibe. You know, I liked all the kid characters getting together. You know, they're a bunch of nerds, and I think it had a lot of cool elements to it. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, because when it comes to Stranger Things, it does have this interesting legacy of inspiring 1980s nostalgia. In a lot of people, right? Especially among those who weren't even born or even alive during the 1980s. But it's also kind of imprinted its aesthetic on the media. I know the big one that comes to mind is Ready Player One, which definitely, I mean, you want to talk about being an 80s fan? Holy shit, does that movie tick all the boxes for anybody who loves the 80s, right? So the trailer we're taking a look at here is The End of Oak Street, which kind of sounds like a Shel Silverstein book, if you remember Shel Silverstein, guy who wrote The Giving Tree and Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Yes.
But it's anything but. And I gotta say, I mean, with Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor in this movie, you kind of have to wonder just how strange it's going to go. Now I have watched a little bit of the trailer beforehand, so I won't spoil too much, but it does remind me a little bit of Colossal, which if you remember, Lee, was a movie where Anne Hathaway had a kaiju creature that kind of
yes
did a bunch of weird things. So,
not a very conventional movie for sure.
No, but either way, I was getting a bit of Colossal vibes from watching this movie. So let's go ahead and take a look at The End of Oak Street, and let's see if you can parse out what's going on here, Lee.
Okay. Dog.
Did anybody else see that weird light last night?
What weird light?
The wind was blowing all crazy. Starbuck was freaked out and barking.
Could have been lights from a helicopter.
Or a UFO? Aliens.
Shut up, Dad.
I was looking very sneaky there.
Water's not working.
Looks like the whole neighborhood's lost power.
What the hell was that?
Okay. That's some strange creature. Yeah, okay.
We can't leave.
That's quite odd.
I think that our neighborhood, our house, our whole street has moved.
How the hell is that even possible?
Get out of there! Run! What the hell's going on? Get inside now!
I think we're gonna need to take her back.
Gather supplies. Grab anything you can use as a weapon. What are we gonna do?
We bring the dog in the house.
I mean, it does remind me of Land of
We're
Lost.
gonna survive.
Dinosaur?
God's not gonna let us die here.
Greg, you only go to church at Christmas and now you're telling the kids God's looking out for us?
What about the people who are out there getting eaten?
Enough for dinosaurs. No mistaking it now. Why is that the stereotype? Why does every dinosaur do that, right? Like, ever since it happened in Jurassic Park, like, that is the go-to sound for dinosaurs.
I mean, it's probably like on some sort of database that everybody can use without paying.
Oh, sure, yeah. Like it's like the Wilhelm scream of dinosaurs.
Yeah, or that baby's laugh that you hear and everything, you know.
uh, interesting. So
It definitely reminds me of Land of the Lost. You remember that show from the
yeah,
90s?
yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely. I'm curious, I guess, how like do they like warp through time? I'm very curious to see, like, I guess what kind of prompts the dinosaurs to exist there. I guess it would make sense that they're in some other time period, because my first thing would be like, this day and age, like if there's a bunch of dinosaurs around and it's impacting a small group of people, I imagine like, we'd have like helicopters and like there'd be like people trying to get in there. I didn't really see any of that. So I'm just gonna assume that maybe there's just it's just gonna be them living in some crazy time period, which I mean, I guess they're kind of screwed until they figure out how to get back to their time period.
I mean, but you have to think there's like a external influence with a hand in all this.
Yes, there has to be something, whatever that is.
I mean, it's not like you wake up one morning and you look outside and you see a T-Rex just standing on your front lawn.
You sure about that?
I don't live in South Carolina, dude, so I don't.
Crazy shit happens out here, man. There's crazy shit happening out here. So
I know. First you get a Costco, then aliens land. Now this. I mean, what the fuck's going on there?
Aliens show up and they transport us to the past with dinosaurs. Now the aliens are just messing with us now. They're just like, oh, these people are too stupid.
Well, Disclosure Day came out. Comes out today on the 12th. So, I mean, they're probably just following that trend. I mean, I would say though, it does present a rather unique premise because we don't really know how this happens. We just know what's happening and how they're going to survive. So. Yeah.
I think it's always cool, like as an audience member, right? You're learning with the characters what's going on, so it's kind of like you're there with them, trying to understand what's happening. So I think that always plays an interesting part of it.
Well, not to mention too, I mean, you've also got to deal with the fact that these people, I mean, they aren't the only people there, right? I mean, we see the neighbors who, unfortunately, become dino fodder. So
yes, they didn't make it very long in the process, so.
No. So I'm kind of intrigued just to see how it plays out. Are there going to be any survivors at the end, or is this just going to be that particular family where they're like, yeah, we're the last one standing, and yeah, it sucks because everybody that we knew and loved has pretty much been, eaten by the dinosaurs.
Well, it's simply like their neighbors, right? Like maybe they hated their neighbors. It's like, damn it, I'm so glad that Jerry down the street finally died.
I don't know, man. I mean, one thing I remember about the 80s is that everybody had a very decent relationship with their neighbors.
Yeah. Though I will say this as well, right? It'll be very awkward if they do return to their time period, assuming that's what's happening, and you have to explain why all of your neighbors are dead, and you're the only ones that are alive. I think that's going to be a very hard thing to discuss.
Either that, or it's kind of like at the end of Planet of the Apes, where they come back and it turns out, dinosaurs have evolved, and instead of people, it's lizard people, living in homes, and they're like, oh well, we thought we were just checking up on you because we were worried about you, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that'd be an interesting twist too, right? So yeah, there's a lot of different directions they could go. So I mean, it's I like
Well, I mean,
McGregor, glad to see him in something again. Anne Hathaway has been in a bunch of things recently, so I guess.
Well, I mean, this movie's coming out in August, so this will be the fourth movie that we know that she's in, because obviously there's the Devil Wears Prada, Mother Mary, the Odyssey that's coming up, and now this. So it's like. I mean, 2026 is becoming Anne Hathaway's year.
Yeah, having a good year.
But but nothing I'll say too is that so far this year science fiction seems to be enjoying a pretty good run when it comes to movies, because Project Hail Mary, we reviewed that a few months ago. We both agreed that was quite a stunner, and this one here, whatever happens, it's definitely it's definitely intriguing, because we're definitely trying to figure out what's going on here. Like the hook is compelling enough that we want to say, well, I want to see how they survive all of this. And furthermore, I'd like to hear some more of of Billy Joel, because that's a pretty unique take on that famous song that is. But yeah, let us know down in the comments below what your thoughts are. Are you excited for the end of Oak Street? Do you think it has a little bit of a Land of the Lost meets Stranger Things vibe to it? Comments are open for your input, and remember to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next one.